Imagine a city with two faces, one vibrant and full of life, the other scarred by sorrow. Homs, in the heart of Syria, was once alive with bustling markets, ancient streets, and the warmth of its people. Families of different backgrounds lived side by side, sharing food, stories, and dreams. But war changed everything. The city became a landscape of devastation, its markets silent, its streets lined with ruins. The conflict that began in 2011 tore through Homs, leaving behind echoes of pain and loss. Children grew up knowing only the sounds of conflict, families were torn apart, and the city's vibrant past faded into memory. Yet, even in the ruins, the spirit of Homs survived. The people carried memories of laughter, the smells of bakeries, and the calls to prayer in their hearts. These memories fuel hope for a future beyond destruction. Homs is not just a place on a map, it's a symbol of what can be lost and what can endure. Its story is one of deep sorrow, but also of resilience and hope. To understand Homs is to witness both the tragedy of war and the strength of the human spirit. Long before its scars, Homs was a crossroads of civilizations. Known as Emesa, it connected Damascus, Aleppo, and the Mediterranean, making it a hub of trade and ideas. Merchants brought spices, silks, and stories, weaving a rich tapestry of cultures and faiths. Mosques and churches stood side by side, and people of all religions celebrated life together. The Khalid ibn al-Walid Mosque and St. Mary Church symbolized this harmony. Homs was Syria's third largest city, alive with factories, universities, and families gathering in parks and sweet shops. Life had a rhythm, children at school, parents at work, and a future that seemed bright. This was a city of peace and togetherness, not just buildings, but a living community. The memory of this vibrant past shows what was lost. Before Homs became a headline, it was a home. Understanding this past is key to grasping the depth of the tragedy and the courage of those rebuilding. In spring 2011, Homs echoed with new sounds, voices chanting for freedom and change. Inspired by protests across Syria, people gathered in city squares, united by hope for a better future. Homs became the capital of the revolution, its diverse population standing together for dignity and reform. The protests were peaceful, filled with excitement and possibility, but hope was short-lived. The government responded with force, turning chants into gunfire. The dream of peaceful change shattered as Homs became a battleground. Streets once filled with unity became front lines of conflict. The city's spirit was tested as neighborhoods divided and friends became enemies. Homs, once a symbol of unity, was plunged into darkness. The conflict escalated rapidly, and the city braced for the storm ahead. The capital of the revolution was on a path to unimaginable suffering. The turning point had come. Everything was about to change. Homs would never be the same. Homs, once proud, became the capital of destruction as war engulfed the city. A brutal siege began. Government forces surrounded neighborhoods, cutting off food, water, and medicine. Bombardment became daily life, erasing entire districts like Baba Amr and Al-Khalidiyah. Buildings that stood for generations were reduced to rubble in minutes. The United Nations confirmed the shocking scale: thousands of buildings destroyed. Life under siege was a struggle for survival. People boiled grass for food, hospitals were bombed, and doctors worked in secret. Every day was a gamble. Even fetching water could be deadly. The destruction was deeply personal. Every ruined building held memories. Families fled, becoming displaced in their own country. The loss was immeasurable, not just homes, but a sense of belonging. Homs was bleeding, its people scattered. The city's fabric was torn apart, and its heart nearly silenced. Yet, even in the darkest times, the will to survive endured. The siege left scars that would shape Homs for years to come. In the darkest days, the people of Homs showed remarkable courage. Life moved underground, families huddled in basements, sharing food and stories to comfort children. Children invented games among the rubble, their laughter a quiet rebellion. Secret schools sprang up, teaching by candlelight to keep hope alive. Resourcefulness was key. People built generators, dug wells, and planted gardens in bomb craters. Every loaf of bread, every drop of water was a victory. Neighbors risked their lives to help each other, digging through rubble and sharing what little they had. Citizen journalists documented the siege, ensuring Homs was not forgotten. These acts of solidarity and bravery were the city's hidden heart. Even as the city broke, ik sang sing despite time wait see. You it see dits. Community spirit endured. Survival itself became an act of defiance. After years of fighting, a fragile quiet settled over Homs. In December 2024, the Assad regime fell, sparking hope and a wave of returns. Displaced families journeyed home, only to find their city in ruins. Abdulrahman Alama, a refugee for 13 years, returned to a pile of rubble. His story echoed by thousands. Neighborhoods like Deir Balba, once home to tens of thousands, saw only a fraction return. The challenges were immense: no water, electricity, or work, and rebuilding cost a fortune. Many hesitated, but some, like Majed Al-Othman's family, chose to stay. They cleared space in damaged homes, patched walls, and made a stand. Their presence was a promise. Homs would not be abandoned. And these first returnees were pioneers, planting seeds of life in broken ground. The journey home was bittersweet. Hope met heartbreak at every turn. Yet the pull of home proved stronger than fear. Each return was a step toward reclaiming the city. The first footsteps among the ruins marked the beginning of a new chapter. Amid destruction, small signs of life began to appear. The return of people brought new sounds: hammers, voices, and children's laughter. Shops reopened, selling bread and vegetables, signaling hope. Children played among ruins, and schools reopened in damaged buildings. Teachers gave children a sense of routine and a chance at a future. Families worked together, clearing debris and patching homes. A piece of laundry on a balcony became a symbol of resilience. Recovery was slow and fragile, with enormous challenges ahead. The humanitarian crisis was severe, worsened by a recent earthquake. International aid was slow, but recovery began from the ground up. Each shop, each child in school, each family returning. These were the true measures of progress. Homs was being rebuilt piece by its own people. The story of Homs is about the unbreakable spirit of its people. Resilience is visible in every reopened shop, every cleaned room, every flower planted in the ruins. Landmarks like the Khalid ibn al-Walid Mosque, scarred but standing, symbolize endurance. The city is a mix of destruction and renewal, collapsed buildings beside newly painted doors. Recovery is uneven, happening one small victory at a time. This resilience is fueled by memory, the vibrant city that once was. People are not just rebuilding walls, but a community. They strive to restore the spirit of tolerance and togetherness. Homs people have faced total destruction and chosen to rebuild. Their courage is a lesson in the strength of the human heart. They live alongside sorrow, but look toward a new future. In Homs, resilience is not just a word, it's a way of life. Homs' journey from crossroads to ruin to resilience carries a message for the world. It shows that hope can return, even after the deepest darkness. Remembering Homs honors the strength of those who survived and returned. Their story is a testament to the human spirit's refusal to be defeated. By remembering their suffering and bravery, we bear witness and celebrate their humanity. Homs reminds us how fragile peace is and how quickly it can be lost. Its people are not just victims, they are builders and survivors. Homs is both a warning and an inspiration. Even after the longest night, the sun will rise again. The city's scars are a promise that new beginnings are always possible.